how to do a story.
Never speak up.
Now, some people say they have not heard this story before, so I'm going to tell everybody all about it. One day, I was just sitting on the park bench, just knitting and knitting, and a fine, young, handsome man came up to me, and he said, "May I sit down beside you?" And I said, "Well, sure." And so he did. He sat down beside me, and we talked and talked forever about everything. And I mean everything. So, anyway, after a while he said, "You know what? I don't know your name. What is your name?" And I said, "It's Laurie." And he said, "That is a beautiful name." I said, "Thank you." And you know, he was just the nicest man, and he introduced himself, and do you know, 3 days later, we were engaged and married. Oh, that was fast. I have to take I know every time I told this story, it's been different. So anyway, it was a dream come true. He really was my knight in shining armor. Well, after our honeymoon, we settled down into our daily routines, and I went back to the park bench just knitting every day. And my husband, he went off to work. He was a fisherman. You know, let's see. Yes, it was about a month later that he had a tragic accident. He did. It was tragic. He suffered, and I suffered too. Apparently, he was a fisherman, but he didn't know how to swim. So, he caught a big one day, and the fish just pushed him right over. He fell overboard, and he didn't survive. His body was never recovered. Well, he drowned, and it was really sad. I was really sad. But the next day, I just planned the funeral, and you know, finally, I went ahead back to my park bench, and just was knitting and knitting, and kind of continued in my routine. And do you know, another man came up to me, very familiar. And he said, "Can I sit down beside you?" And I said, "Sure." And he did. And you know, let's see, we talked for a long time, we really did. And I wanted to take it a little bit slower this time. And so it was just about a week later, and we were married. I did. I needed to take it slow this time. So we were engaged and married, and you know, we had 4 beautiful daughters, and we are still married today, living happily ever after.